So if you hear anything, it is my fan. Cause it's hot and I want it to be cold. I'm in bed. I have my phone on my computer on 2 towels because I would record stuff on my webcam, but my webcam zooms in super close to my face and I'm not having that. But I wanted to do like a little bit of a story time of like times that I've gotten my hair done and it didn't work out, because I recently just got my hair done. I don't know if you can tell, it's just blonde highlights. I really like them. I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm sorry, I have acne. But yeah, I think it looks really good, and I'll tell you one hair horror story that I went through, and then also another one that brought me to here, because this took more than one visit. So I'll get into my first story time, the time that I ruined my hair, and I feel bad, and just thinking back to the time that it happened makes me cringe. So I was with a bunch of friends. We'll call one of them Caitlin. So I feel like we only need one called Caitlin. Oh, Caitlin and Kate. Caitlin and Kate. That's all I can think of. Caitlin is the main focus. So I lived in Alabama at the time, and my friend Caitlin is very known for like coloring her hair like always these crazy colors. She always used Manic Panic, but it was always like one day I'd come to school and it'd be like half blue, half purple, and some days I'd come to school it'd be turquoise, and then she would bleach it again, get all that color out, maybe dye it blonde, and the next 2 weeks maybe black. I mean, it was just what she did. She was really known for that. She was a grade above me, and she was a good friend at the time, but that's just what she was known for. She was always dyeing her hair and doing crazy stuff to her hair. It always looked good. It wasn't like it was fried and it looked terrible. It actually looked really good. And so I live in Mississippi, or at that time I lived somewhere else, but now I live in Mississippi. But I was visiting my mom and my friends down in Alabama, and so I was going to go and see Caitlin for a couple days because she went through some stuff and I just really wanted to see her, make sure that she was okay. So I go down there and I see her, and I'm like, I spend the night at her house for like 3 or 4 nights, I think. I think my main focus there was to spend time with Caitlin because of her dealing with a lot of emotional and mental stuff. But I was also going to my mom's. And so I remember going there, and she was like, hey, you know, me and Kate are like, I want to do something with my hair. And Kate, our friend at the time, also wanted to do something with her hair, something like minimal. And she was like, so we're going to go to like Sally's Beauty Supply and like get some stuff. And I'm like, cool, let's do that. So my hair at the time was, I just think brown, like that's my natural hair, it's just brown, dark brown. So I think it was at the time. So we go to Sally's, and at this time, a lot has changed with Kate and Caitlin, or mostly Caitlin at this time. And so we go into Sally's, and she's thinking about getting like this bleach, and the bleach that she wanted specifically, you have to be a licensed hairstylist and colorist to buy it. Not just anybody can buy it. You have to give them your, you know, license. And so I walked in there and I had a purse because I had a purse. So she thought it would be a bright idea to smuggle the bleach in my purse. And I know what you're thinking, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you stop her? I don't know. I was very shy at the time. I'm 19 now. I was probably about like 14, 15 at the time. She was older than me. I thought she was super cool. I wanted to be cool like her. I didn't steal anything, but at the end of the day, she did use my purse to steal it. And she also stole Manic Panic hair dye from there. And so, but that's besides the point. So we go back to her house, and she's doing her hair, and I tell her, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I want to dye my hair blue. And she's like, cool with that. But as time goes on, in like days, I forgot what color she dyes her hair, but she does dye her hair. I think maybe like a purple, or I'm almost positive purple, not so sure. Anyway, so I keep telling her like, yeah, I want to dye my hair blue. I didn't really understand the whole I have to bleach my hair, and then when I bleach my hair it's going to turn orange, and then when it turns orange I probably need toner, and then you dye your hair. So I didn't really understand that at the time. So I was like, you know, I want to dye my hair blue. And she was like, do you want to do like little streaks, or do you want to like all over? And I was like, sure, let's do all over. And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. So we mix it up and everything, and she puts the bleach on my hair. Her and Kate are doing it at the same time. I have a lot of hair, thick hair, even though it is short, it's very thick. So she's doing that, and we leave it in. Again, I've never really bleached my hair. If I ever bleached my hair, it was to get highlights, and it was kind of like this. Like, they used tone and everything, but I never knew what any of that was. I didn't, like, do research or anything. I was just like, this bitch knows what she's doing. Her hair always looks good. It's my turn to feel fresh. Okay, that didn't happen. So I washed all the bleach out, and I'm brushing my hair out because I bent my head over the top. Turns down, I'm brushing my hair, and I feel my hair, and it feels so bad. It's like, it feels like hay. It's also stringy, and it's just orange. It's a bright orange, and it looks so bad. So I guess Manic Panic had this thing, that, like, this type of toner. I don't know what it was, but she was like, let's put this on. It's supposed to turn your hair like white. And I was like, okay, sure, because it's bright orange, and I literally look like a carrot. So she puts that on my hair. It does absolutely nothing, but I still said I want to dye my hair blue. I told my mom I was going to dye my hair blue, but she was like, don't bleach. And I was like, I'm not bleaching it. Bleach the fuck out of my hair. So then I dye my hair blue, and Caitlin was acting weird at this point. Kind of, she wanted to do stuff I wasn't necessarily comfortable with. So I was just ready to go home to my house. Not to Mississippi, but my mom's house. I was just getting uncomfortable and everything. So I go there, and my hair's blue. And my mom was like, oh yeah, your hair looks cool and everything. But as days go by, like, my pillowcase is turning blue. Every time I straighten my hair, my hands are turning blue. And I have something in my eye. I hope I got it. That's probably why I'm touching. I think I got it. Okay. My hands are turning blue every time I straighten it. Washing it is just blue and blue and blue. And then my mom's like, it washes you out. You look pale. You might want to, you know. But I was like, I'll just keep washing it with hot water and just let it fade. So then, after a while, I go back to Mississippi to live with my father, and I work with people. I work at a restaurant, and my dad's like, you need to dye your hair back. So I dyed it black, and that's the time that I ruined my hair. So, but I don't think my hair's ever been as healthy as it was. Like, when my hair was really healthy before I bleached the hell out of it, I don't think it's ever been that healthy again. It's, my hair's healthy, but it's never been like virgin hair healthy. So that's the time I really fucked up my hair with bleach, and I should have did research, and I shouldn't have let someone do it, especially when they were a professional, but neither was I. So it was just like the blind leading the blind. So talking about how I got to here. So I wanted to get highlights in my hair. I'm a big person that, like, loves to express herself with her hair. My boyfriend and my father always joke that I'm keeping the same hair for 2 weeks, and I'll be a completely different color the next week. And so I don't feel like changing my hair anytime soon because I really do like highlights, but that's what they always say. So my friend Michaela, I can say her name, she's perfectly fine. That's her real name. So my friend Michaela knows this girl, and we're gonna name her Daphne. So Michaela knows this girl Daphne, who's a friend of her mom's that does hair, and she was like, hey, you want to get your hair done? Because I was like, yeah, I've been wanting to get my hair done, but I don't want to pay an arm and a leg to get it done because that's just how much. I don't know why, but highlights are so fucking expensive. I don't know. And she was like, I know a girl, Daphne, can do it, and she does it for like $40. And I'm like, is she good? And she's like, yeah, she's good. Me and my mom always go to her, and, you know, she has really nice hair. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go to her. So I asked her if she'll go with me, and she's like, yeah. So I go there, and she does the highlighting cap instead of, like, the foils. So she puts the cap on, and she's like, what do you want? Do you want to go, like, blonde? Like, what do you feel like? And I was like, I kind of want to go with, like, a really caramel brown. Not, like a caramel brown. Not an orange. Not blonde, like a caramel pretty 2-3 shades lighter than my hair at that time, which was, again, just dark brown. She's like, okay. So she puts the bleach on, she puts the cap on, gets all my hairs out of it, and then puts the bleach on, puts me under the dryer and stuff like that, puts some more bleach on, and then she washes me out and blow dries me. And at first, when your hair is wet, I feel like it's darker, and also it kind of looks better in my opinion when it's, you know, wet. So when it's wet, she's like drying it, and I'm like, oh, it looks really cool. And then I get in the car, and I go back to her house because she lived close to Daphne, and I spent the night at her house. I was like, my hair is orange, and not only is my hair, the highlights, you know, that she put in orange, but there's this big streak of just orange. Like, when I pull my hair back, it's like right here, and it's just straight orange. Like, it looked like I had tiger stripes in my hair. They didn't look like highlights. They literally looked like someone got bleach and just randomly did stripes in my hair. And I was like, this is not good. But I did want highlights. So I went to my local Walgreens and I got Shimmer Light shampoo. Little did I know, Shimmer Lights really works with yellow hair rather than orange hair. Blue, you probably want a blue shampoo to go with the orange. But I didn't know, and I was like, I don't like this. Maybe I can contact her again. So I contacted Daphne. I was like, hi, I really like my highlights, but they're a little too orange for me. And she was like, okay, that's fine. Do you want to come in Wednesday, I believe she said, or something. And I was like, yeah, I'll come in that time. So I go by myself without my friend, but it was whatever. And I go in there and she does it again, and she's like, yeah, what I put in was like, also had like a red tone. And I'm thinking, but I didn't want any red tone. Like, I didn't want it to have an orange. This is orange. Like, it wasn't like a red tone. Like I said, a lighter brown, not a lighter brown red, you know. That's not what I asked. But I was like, okay, so she did it again, and it looked really nice. But this time, you know, with the hat, it's the same pieces. So it did turn out more blonde, but it still was, like, streaky. And it also, the orange wasn't all the way out. And also, I guess, at the front right here, it was more pulling orange, so she foiled these. But I think she took more hairs than she did the first time, so it was, like, one streak of, like, orange. Like, it was like orange, and then right here was like orange. And so I was like, yeah, looks good, you know, like, just get me the hell out of here. So she's a really nice lady. I feel really bad, but I mean, I guess it's just my preference that I just really don't like orange in my hair, but some people do. So then I go to my friend's house, and she was like, yeah, it looks good. And I thought it looks good for a good bit. And I started looking at it, and then when I pulled my hair back, there's still that like orange-ish blonde streak. And so then I got Just for Men, I guess is like the beard stuff, because it was so orange right here. I was like, if I can just get light brown hair dye, I can just like cover it up and like kind of make it just the front pieces not so orangey and like at least not so noticeable. So I did that. And then I was like, I really wanted highlights, but I didn't want to do it myself. I could have easily gone to Sally's, fucked my hair up way worse, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to someone else. So I went to a girl who's closer than Daphne was to me. She was just probably about like 5-10 minutes down the road from where I live. So I went to her, and she did my highlights. She did it foils. It was $75, but she did a really good job. And so they look like this. She put toner on it, which I was really happy because I am Mexican, so it could not even be that I'm Mexican. It could also be that I have brown hair, so I just pull orange tones. But a lot of people told me it's because of my Hispanic background that when they do put bleach on my hair, I pull orange. I don't pull like light caramel color. So she put a toner on it, and it was really nice. And so yeah, she said that I could come back and get more highlights so it'd be lighter, but I really like this. I didn't want like platinum blonde highlights in my hair. I think that'd be like really weird, and it's kind of weird me getting highlights in the fall time when you usually get highlights in the summertime. But I've always liked highlights. I think they look really nice. But that's the story of the time that I completely fucked up my hair, and I dyed it blue, and then I just kept washing it and washing it and washing it, and then it came out. But I've gone from brown hair to blue hair to Ariana Grande red hair to purple hair to rose gold hair with a hint of orange. That happened. My boyfriend, I went to a high-end salon, and my boyfriend's like, your hair's orange, and I was like, okay, we're fixing this. Rose gold to blonde. I had like dark roots and like blonde hair. Blonde to back to red to dark brown hair to black hair to brown, and then underneath red to just, I've had so much done to my hair. To ombre, I also had half my head shaved, like right here was shaved. That was fun. I had my head shaved and also an ombre. That was probably one of my favorite looks, but I also really damaged my hair. But I've had probably every hair under the sun, and in the beautiful words of Jenna Marbles, life is too short to have boring hair. And yeah, so I'll probably, I don't know, in the future maybe dye my hair or something, but right now I just want my hair to grow and be healthy. And I know that's dumb, like, oh, you just got your hair highlighted, you want it to be healthy. Okay, now I want it to be healthy. I'm gonna try my hardest. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed my last few videos. I'll try to keep posting here. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe if you feel like it. Okay, thanks. Bye.